Next question. What's the biggest negative of marijuana? So I think the biggest negative of marijuana probably has nothing to do with marijuana, just has to do with the way that certain people utilize marijuana. What I mean by that is that a lot of people use marijuana as a kind of band-aid for boredom, or as a temporary cure for their boredom. What I mean by that is that there are a lot of people who take marijuana every time they're bored because they know that marijuana makes things that they don't normally find interesting. For example, if someone's just sitting on the couch doing nothing, they're going to be really bored. But if they take marijuana, they might look at the walls and look at the ceiling and find that really interesting because their brains are in an altered state of consciousness. So, the problem with this is that the feeling of boredom is really very productive because it tells the person you have to go out and do productive things. That's why boredom's uncomfortable. It's evolutionary. So evolutionarily speaking, the reason that people get bored and the reason that people get uncomfortable when they're bored is because it's their body's way of telling them you have to go out now and do something that is going to lead to eating or is going to lead to reproduction or is going to lead to anything that's productive, right? Eating and reproduction are basically the most productive things evolutionarily speaking, but really the feeling of being bored is just going to cause people to get motivated to do anything productive. The issue is that if someone takes marijuana every time they're bored and they're never going to consequently feel that feeling of uncomfortableness and pain of boredom, they're never going to be motivated when they're bored to do anything productive. They're just going to be content with whatever they're doing because the marijuana is going to be making it interesting for them. And that's my problem with using marijuana as a band-aid for boredom.